tumewatangulia wana Kenya Kwanza na Azimio, tukasema pengine wakati umefika kwa Rais William Samoei Ruto na Raila Odinga kulichukulia jambo hili. That is exactly what waliamua kusema walipokuwa zungumza na wana habari. Iwapo utamwona Rais William Ruto na Raila Odinga kuhusu swala hili la kwamba sasa wao ndio waamue, ungewapatia ushauri gani?
Mimi ningewaambia kwamba mwanzo waweke siasa kando kabisa, manake yale ambayo yamekuwa yakipiganiwa hapo nyuma imekuwa tu ni siasa, but they use one emotive issue to whip the citizenry. And what I'll say is just have a very honest conversation, as the president has always been saying. Let us have an honest conversation of how we want to help Kenyans, not how we want to give you a position. But if there is a position then to be given, albeit constitutional or not, if it is going to bring about the cost of living down, stability in the country, peace among us, then I don't think there is much of a problem, because I have been a very strong opponent of anything to do with handshake or something, and I still am, because it is actually giving the citizenry another burden. But here's the thing: the president has said that he wanted to create the office of the what?
Opposition. Yes,
isn't it? What is so hard with that happening?
Wale ambao watakana kwa opposition pia hawataki ofisi ya opposition iwepo,
kwa sababu unajua wanapiga siasa.
The irony.
The irony in this. Because at the end of the, what do you want? Unga irudi chini, narudi chini, unasema
mbona ya jogo haijarudi chini? My friend, unga imerudi chini.
Unataka nini? Unajua kuna yule mtoto ambaye ni msumbufu. Analia anataka peremende, unampa peremende. Analia anataka sasa keki, unampa keki. Ukizidi kumpa basi atakubeba, wacha tuseme ujinga. Unaona? Kwa hivyo lazima pia kuwe na ule msimamo.
Lakini target katika target ya maana the president William Samoei Ruto wanaambia mwanaisha wanamtetea sana kwa sababu ulikuwa unawania kiti cha ubunge kwa chama hicho. Lakini za zingine lazima tuambiane ukweli. Kama jambo linafanyika vizuri. Katika campaign zake alikuwa anasema nitainua maisha ya Wakenya walio chini. Alikuwa anawaita wale mahasla bottom up. Akizosema mambo ya unga nitaleta chini, nitajaribu mafuta nilete chini, viwango vya maisha nitajaribu. And that is exactly what he's doing. Target yake, is he addressing the issues kwa target yake? Is target audience?
Because he's talking about, you see, this is what people are not getting. The people who are going to the streets, who are being used to demonstrate by this guy, are they the same class na ye?
No.
Is it you and I going to the streets? No. The people going to the streets, the people he's using for the streets, are actually people who are living way below the dollar, right? Now, when Ruto was doing his campaigns, these are the same people he was saying he's going to elevate, alleviate the poverty that is there. Now he comes in, he reduces the cost of unga, and the unga that they can afford, isn't it? You have to go into discussions with the millers who are producing that particular unga.
Because the government does not own those businesses.
The government doesn't.
They're private companies. They make their own independent decisions.
The government is only in charge of KCPB and all. The thing of processing all this. So they have to come to discussions with these people, because these people are in business. Right? So what happens is they came into discussions with these people, the millers. It was in public domain, in the website. Right? They advertised and said, come, we're going to give this cheap unga. If you want, the maize is here, come get it so that you can process unga. Then it comes down, And then you're now looking at akina Amaze. They've not gone down. Boss, that is your decision. It's your choice. You want to use Amaze, not
Hela ipo, nunua.
Nunua. No. There are classes in a society. We cannot all be the same. That is a fact. It didn't start with Ruto. You get the idea? So if Ruto has actually dealt with his audience, who he had promised to lower the cost of living. When he was talking about lowering the cost of living, was he talking about Uhuru? No, he was not talking about lowering the cost of living for Uhuru.
Lakini cha ajabu ni kwamba wale ambao walikuwa akiwatetea na ambao wanajaribu kuwatetea mpaka sasa kwa kupunguza bei ya unga, baadhi yao ndio wale wako barabarani wanafanya maandamano. So where is the problem?
The problem is the person leading them is misinforming them. And this misinformation, which is propagated by the media, some of the media.
Hapa la mimi ni mwana habari, sasa kuja niweke siasa kando.
Sasa
what do you mean?
Kwa sababu unajua bila media these people cannot push their agenda. Can they?
How is?
They can't, because they need a medium to actually push their agenda.
So are you blaming the media kwa enablers wa propaganda na disinformation?
Yes. By that I say without,
that's a very strong yes.
Yes, without fear of contradiction or fear of being misquoted or anything.
Sababu ni gani?
Sababu ni kwamba
backing ya hiyo accusation.
Who pays the piper? So you have to dance to that tune. So what happened since the commercialization of media? The media was captured from that time. Because now you cannot speak, you cannot produce what is not in line with the person who pays your salary.
Okay.
Now when it comes to Africa, politicians are owning the media houses.
Yes.
Right?
The government.
The
owners of government.
The owners of government. Politicians. Actually, I pity my friend who doesn't, but the media is owned by politicians.
Yes.
Right?
And who are these politicians?
I'm not going to mention names.
No,
but
I'm saying some of those politicians are also in government.
Politicians are in government.
So right? it's the government and the politicians who own the media.
Now, what is the constitution? What does the constitution say? That if you're in politics, then you don't own, if you're a politician, you don't own
a media house.
A media house. Isn't it? And you see, when we talk about media, people look at the media as a very small thing that it doesn't affect much. I can just tune it off. But it is you who has information, who is informed.
No.
What about that person who thinks the media is what they say
is the truth,
is the gospel truth?
Ni wengi wanaona hivyo.
Na ni wengi.
Maana hata juzi kwa taarifa zinachapishwa katika baadhi ya vyombo vya habari ambazo ni za urongo, lakini Wakenya wakalikubali. Ikabidi baadaye mtu atume stamp fake news. Too late.
Exactly. You get? But they have already taken it. So there is this author who says that he who owns the media controls the mind.
Okay.
And if you get that, and you see, we the people who set the agenda, like with the agenda setting theory, we do the agenda setting and all that. So we direct how we want the citizenry to do what.
Kwa hivyo shida sio kiongozi alikuwa waziri mkuu Raila Odinga peke yake. Ni wale wanaomsaidia.
Si ndio? Kwa sababu
kusambaza
Raila Odinga akienda Kamkunji aongee, hakuna mtu ambaye ameenda huko kukava. It will just be a conversation between him and his fans.
Lakini tukipeana prominence.
Raila Odinga alikuwa sijui Kamkunji, Raila Odinga sijui alikuwa Jacaranda, Raila Odinga sijui alikuwa wapi, and whatever he's saying is anarusha mawe kwa hii serikali.
No.
What does it mean? It means this is what people will take.
Nakumbuka media si Kenya peke yake, hata kimataifa wanachukua.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
So impact, the consequences.
Kwa the ripple effect.
Yeah, tukiwa mstari wa mbele kufanya kuendeleza disinformation. Hata si misinformation.
Disinformation. So now people have run to the social media, right? And you know the problem with social media.
Yep. Kila mtu anaandika, kuna uhuru.
You know the problem with social media.
Hakuna control. Ikienda imeenda.
Lies that bind are in social media. Isn't it?
Yes.
Photoshop is in social media. You get what is doing rounds. I don't want to talk about it. Whatever that is doing rounds about one of our leaders, right?
Yeah.
Photoshop, But whoever that is in Kijiji takes it as gospel truth.
As gospel truth. Ngoja tuchukue simu moja because now we have to finish, Muhesh.
Okay.
Hii mazungumzo yetu lazima tuyakamilishe ili tuwapatie Wakenya pia nafasi ya kuchapa kazi. Hello. Yes, hujambo kaka?
Yes.
Unaitwa nani? Fine, thank you. Unaitwa nani?
Moses.
Okay, Moses, tunajinasua vipi? Tunajitoa vipi katika mambo haya ya siasa, wanasiasa na kudunisha hali zetu za maisha?
Okay. Before I contribute to the matter, number one, I want to rectify something.
Yes.
You have been holding a fast show, like you are asking Mheshimiwa the questions to expect. You should have already been giving us this time to ask this guy the questions, the real questions.
Ndio nimekupatia fursa umuulize swali sasa.
Now, let us go to the matter. Do you know how high the taxes have gone? How do you say that Raila is influencing and coercing those millions to go to the road when already you already see that actually the cost of life has already escalated? It is the bad fact is that currently it is hard to even put meal on the table. Those people on the road are not going there because Raila has influenced them. You can never influence that great multitude to go to the road. In fact, Raila cannot pay all of them. I know he's a rich guy, but he cannot pay all of those people to go to the road and strike.
Okay.
Let's go to the cost of electricity. It is high. It is high currently. Fuel high. Unga high.
Unga inapungua.
We actually imported some. I don't know whether that
unga